Hello, my name is Patrick Kwon, and I would like to tell you about our paper, GraspDiffusion, Synthesizing Realistic Whole-Body Hand-Object Interaction. Recently, diffusion-based image generation models have achieved remarkable progress in visual content generation. However, synthesizing realistic hand-object interactions for a given object context remains highly challenging, especially with the human body being present in the image frame. Within images, hands are highly articulated, occupy small image regions, and frequently interact with objects under contact and occlusion, making its distribution a hard target to model. We attest that in order to model hands and synthesize realistic interaction images, it is required to understand the affordance provided by the object. Going further from understanding simple finger to object contact, we believe that whole body cues, such as gaze, torso orientation, and reaching posture, are essential to convey both explicit and implicit relationships between humans and objects. To address this issue, we propose GraspDiffusion, a novel generative framework that creates realistic, full-bodied human-object interaction images from an object mesh. Instead of relying on textual prompts, our pipeline first synthesizes full-bodied interaction poses from a 3D generative prior, which are used to condition the image generation stage through multiple conditional models and a cross-attention modulation scheme. In the first stage, given a three-dimensional object mesh and its location relative to the human, GraspDiffusion generates a full-body grasping pose, which is physically plausible and exhibits natural interaction behavior. We trained a body pose diffusion model over datasets on three-dimensional interaction poses, which generates simple X-body pose parameters conditioned on the object position. Also using a geometry-conditioned hand grasp prior that produces mono-hand pose parameters, we jointly optimize these parameters into a single consistent body pose, ensuring that the hand articulation, body pose, and object placement are physically coherent. In the second stage, the synthesized body pose are transformed into multiple conditioning signals, which include skeleton projections, joint depth map, and segmentation maps. Encoding the spatial structure and articulation between the human and object, these conditioning signals are injected into a series of adapter-style conditioning modules, explicitly guiding the image generation from 3D signals. In addition, we introduce a training-free attention injection mechanism, which modifies the cross-attention maps during image generation by incorporating the segmentation masks from the human and object, encouraging the diffusion model to focus on the respective areas and reducing interaction inconsistencies. After refining the hand region for enhanced perception, the scene generation stage produces a coherent, high-quality interaction image with fine-grained hand-object realism. To compensate for the lack of realistic, 3D annotated human-object interaction datasets, we designed an annotation pipeline through which we leveraged previous interaction datasets to construct a pseudo-3D interaction dataset. From image-only datasets like HiCoDet, we utilize state-of-the-art visual pipelines to annotate spatial control signals, collecting 25,000 interaction pairs to train our scene generation pipeline. Comparing interaction images generated by different methods, while other methods display erroneous interactions, such as multiple objects, distorted object appearance, or physically implausible interactions, our pipeline can correctly convey the interaction intention inferred from the full-body grasping pipeline. We display that our pipeline is capable of producing images of realistic humans interacting with a given object, which were unseen during training, with high diversity over human identity, body pose, camera angle, background, and other relevant scene context. Through multiple experiments, we confirm that our pipeline can improve image quality and prompt alignment for generating interaction images, as well as improving the hand-object region quality. Also, our body pose diffusion pipeline is capable of generating authentic grasping poses for objects, compared to previous relevant methods. In short, we introduce a two-stage generation pipeline that for the first time, directly targets realistic full-body hand-object interaction synthesis. Our pipeline is capable of modeling diverse aspects of interaction in a consistent manner, achieved by leveraging structured 3D priors and image-level generative priors. For the future, we plan to extend our pipeline towards various types of interactions, while demonstrating the effectiveness of our idea and content creation and synthetic dataset creation for interaction detection. Thank you for watching.